And these two words are literally killing your success. They are stealing it from right underneath your, like right from the pulling the rug from under your feet. These two words. And you probably use them every day. You probably use them to yourself, to your children, to your partners, you're using them everywhere, and they are killing your show. And I'm going to share with you the two words. And sometimes you can use one of those words, yet in most cases, it's not necessary to use that word unless you intend to negate everything you've just said before that word. So I'm going to give you RP. I'm going to give you the words. I'm going to give you the word. Oh, come on. I used to use this word a lot. I used to use one of the two words that I'm going to share with you a lot. Until I sat at a webinar with one of my coaches. He's a top coach in the internet marketing space. He is an international public speaker. He's a great guy. And I said, like, I'm sure most of you right here, right now, are using a word that's literally negating your success. And then I started to actually observe when I would use the word and how I could see that immediately I used the word, everything I'd said before would lose the strength, the power, the meaning I'd given to them. And recently I was talking to a young lady. We were having one-on-one. She's a coaching and mentoring client of mine. She's a leader in her business. And lately, she says her business has slowed down. And I could see that she was doing everything that I had been sharing with her to do that had got her to where she had gotten. That said, she kept using a certain word. And so I started listening to her as opposed to trying to actually talk over her and tell her what she should do and blah, blah, blah. Because I do that a lot sometimes. But in this specific case, I listened to her for about 5 minutes. I just let her talk. She kept saying, you know, the business is great, but there is that word. There is that word. Business is great, but, you know, my team members, they want to make money, but, you know, with lockdown, things are slow. You see, I'm not trying to be mean about them, but my team members, they're negative. And you kept using the word but. And then I told her to just slow down and stop. And I asked her, did you realize you just said nice things about you and your team members, and then you've just negated everything you just said about them with one word, and then you added the other bit? That literally means I'll take what you said there, the latter bit is what I'll say. Every time you use the word but, you negate everything you've just said before that. Even if you tell me, you know, that Julie is great, but you're saying she's not so great. The minute you use the word but, you're just saying she's not so great actually. What I've just said, ignore it. This is the real thing that I'm sharing with you today. Because you'll go, that Julie is so good, but she actually, you know, she speaks too much English in her lives. You've just said that Julie is good, but. So what's with the English, right? What I quickly realized is when you use the word but, and that is because I learned it over 6 years ago from one of those trainings I told you about. I started to notice when I used the word but, and I realized that it actually did what my mentor and coach said. The word but negates everything that you have just said before. You can go, oh, I want to lose 2 dress sizes, but what's the but for? You want to lose, you want to release 2 dress sizes. You want to move from a size 16 to a size 12. There is no but, there is no ifs. You decide, you take a decision and you remove the but from your goal and you will get to that goal. The but is that huge fat doorway standing between you and your success. Your mind won't focus on the desired end result. Your mind will focus on the bullshit you put before you put the after the but. So I wanna release a dress size from size 16 to size 12, but, and your mind will hear that. the but and everything that comes after the but I don't have time, but I'm working 3 jobs and I'm too tired, but I can't go to the gym, it's there's lockdown, but I love my food. But everything you say after the but, that's what your mind will take. That's what other people listening to you will take, especially when you're talking of or about somebody else that you're supposed to be edifying. The minute you say that Paula is amazing, but everyone will hear the but and everything that comes after that, and the amazing will be completely lost in translation. So it robs you of achieving your goals. It robs you of the drive and the commitment to go after your goals, to go after what you deserve, to go after what you need, because you've just put that doorway between your goal and the action, the tasks, the roles, and whatever else you need to do to get to your results. What I quickly realized was that this coaching client of mine is using the word but as the reason why she's not pushing herself and supporting her team enough in order to grow and actually achieve the results she needs. Now, it's not a lack of leadership. It's not a lack of desire. The interesting thing is belief. The word belief, the word but steals your self-belief. It steals the belief you have in whatever it is you are going to do, or you are wanting to do, or you're wanting to achieve, because you put it after the goal, after the dream, after the mission. But I want to do this, but I want to achieve this, but I want to get to this place, but the but immediately steals your goal. Hey, Kaketo Wanika, thank you. I'm glad you are getting value. And if you are, please go ahead and share this with as many people as you can. So lack of belief is what makes you use the word but, which then means you don't put in the effort you need to grow. And so when I was listening to my coaching clients saying, my team wants to succeed, but I know I can build this team, but I know I can get to the next level, but she was using so many buts. I'm like, get the but out of your seat. Okay, that's what's holding you back. There's a huge lack of self-belief in what you are saying to me, and that's what's holding you back. There's nothing holding you back. The actions you're doing, your team, everything you're doing is spot on. You're using your but to stop you from going forward. Instead of using the word but, I have very consciously tried to actually remove and negate that word from my day-to-day. Good afternoon, Florence. How are you doing? Awesome leader. This lady is a leader. She'll help you to get to your optimal health, to your optimal size, to your optimal best self, and she does it with such grace. She's such a beautiful soul, and she sings like an angel. I'm not saying all these things just because she's a namesake and she has she has my mother's name, because she's a beautiful soul. Actually, so connect with her. Julius Muzenda, connecting from Zimbabwe. Welcome. So what can we do to release one of the 2 words that I'm talking about today? Replace the word but with the words and or yet. Let me give you an example. My team is committed to growing, and I am committed to helping them grow, and I want to help them build that self-belief. Yet they need a push. So the and or the yet, when you use the word and, add a positive end goal. If you use the word yet, talk about the pain points, the challenges your team is facing. My team wants to grow, yet they lack a sense of self-belief. They lack a sense of commitment to actually taking that next action. And yet they, change the word but and replace it with yet or and. You'll start to notice a change in your attitude, in the way you treat your team members, in the way you treat the people you work with, your freelancers, yourself, your goals, your mission, your vision, everything that goes from there. You're going to change the way your life trajectory is going. Whether it's your career, whether it's corporate life, when you remove the word but from your vocabulary, you're stopping negating your successes. You're stopping yourself from negating the results you want, and you're now pushing yourself, empowering yourself to go forth and do what you need to do. You're removing the but from your seat, and you're removing the obstacle, that boulder in front of you that you have built yourself with your lack of self-belief. So here is something that I want you to think about. Create a strategy, create a plan, sit down with your team, make a presentation for them, build their self-belief, ask them if they use that word often, and teach them the same lesson. Play this video for them if you like. I guarantee you're going to see a change in your business. Now let's talk about the second word. There are two words that are stealing your show, they're stealing your success, and the second word, everybody uses it. Everybody, and I'm talking everybody uses this word. I used to use it a lot. Sometimes it escapes from my lips. And I know that my family members use it also, and I try to change that conversation for them as well. The word is, it's expensive. You know, I was in town and I was looking at this and it's expensive. Oh, I wanted to buy that dress, but it's too expensive. Oh, I wanted to invest in that course, but it's too expensive. Oh, I wanted to buy that resource, but it's expensive. I wanted to buy this, but it, and now you're using the two words and you're doing double damage to yourself. The but and the expensive. I wanted to invest in a CRM, but it's expensive. So you're using the word but and expensive together, and my God, the damage you're doing to yourself is beyond measure. Here's the deal. You can actually change. You can also remove the word but and just pause it and just connect the next word you want to use. Now, here's the thing. The word expensive is relative. Like success is relative, like happiness is relative, like joy is relative, like inspiration is relative. The word expensive is relative, but in a negative way. And I've used the word but deliberately there, right? The word expensive implies that you're not worthy of what it is you are saying you want. When you use that word, I wanted to buy that shoe, but it was expensive. You're using the word but, saying you wanted to buy that shoe. It means you really didn't want to buy it. Because if you really wanted to buy it, you wouldn't even think about the price. You'd think about the solutions, what you need to do in order to get that shoe. So the word expensive is relative because there's a price on that shoe Until next time, it's been your girl Julie Seal Kalungi of Your Power Echoes Show on kalungigroup.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel right there, and you can hit the bell right there and never miss a single episode. Other than that, be blessed, have a great week, have a great month.